I'm Phil Yale, and like you, I'm thinking like many of you, I grew up in the 70s, and isn't it a mystery? Isn't it a mystery we survived that decade? Vietnam, Watergate. We had double-digit interest rates, double-digit inflation, gas shortages. We had the blizzard of 78, and maybe worst of all, we had disco. Now, okay, I digress. It's no mystery to me, though, how much we love the music from the 70s. And in this episode, we're going to harken back to that decade in the genre of 70s pop and soft rock. Joining us is a mystery guest. We're also going to go through a mystery stack of 45s from the 70s. A lot of the artists and songs are going to sound very familiar to you. And our mystery guest, even, is going to share a couple of mystery picks. Yeah, enough of this pitter patter. Let's get right into our episode. Here is our mystery guest.
I am the mystery guest, and you're watching Triple Mystery Reveal.
And our guest is a veteran voice actor and on-camera spokesperson whose broadcasting career began in, 1960s. For decades, as a college instructor, he inspired and mentored generations of future broadcasters. And for those of us fortunate enough to know him, he is the most interesting man in broadcasting.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
Jay Papus, welcome. Welcome
Phil.
to Triple Mystery Reveal.
Good to be with you, my friend.
Well, I have been looking forward to this ever since you have said yes. You have the decades of experience as a radio DJ and with your college students. I know you sat in on countless music meetings deciding what records were played on the air. You know, it's pretty similar to what we're going to be doing today. We've got this, Jay. We got this right here. This is our mystery pack. And all we know so far is it's 1970s pop and soft rock. And I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And while I'm doing that, during those music meetings, how did you determine how the music was played?
I guess the time that I had the most amount of dialogue with my music director and other students was when I was coordinator of radio programming and production at Ashland University, WRDL FM, which you're familiar with since you went through that program. We would talk about some of the songs, and there were some limits there, and you wondered, one song comes to mind, the song "Cocaine." Do you play the song? It was a very popular song, and at the same token, you didn't want to be pushing drug use on the air. So we had lots of dialogue about songs like that. Obviously, if you had songs that had profanity in them, you'd either block that out if the song was a decent song, but you can't air some of those words.
For the songs that made the cut, what did you call those songs?
I guess every station's a little bit different. I guess the rotation list.
Okay. So we've got 25. By the way, here is the stack.
Look at that.
Look at this.
What a stack.
Beautiful vinyl. So we're looking for those that would be in rotation and those that would not. So it would be maybe those that made it, and what would be the ones that we would say nay to? What should we call those?
Well, make it. This is an old thing that some of the back when you were able to ask the audience, do you like this song? Should we play it?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen anymore. And a lot of times what they would play the song and the listener would say, make it. And if they didn't like it, they'd say, break it. And the disc jockey would actually break that record. Now, I'm not going to have you do that because I know you have money tied up in this.
Oh, I got $4.99 tied into this.
Well, In retirement, that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
right?
it is. All right. So I've got my first 45 in my hand. So you're going to tell me if we make it or break it.
Okay.
This is off of the Columbia record label. Somebody hand wrote 1178 on the label. It's by a group called the Bliss Band. It is mono and stereo of the same song, and that song is called Slip Away.
I don't recognize the band, but Slip Away, I think I do. I'd be right in the middle on that one.
We're going to break it, all right?
Okay.
We're looking for gold here, baby.
Okay. You may end up with 3 songs on a playlist.
I might not end up with any. Here we go. This is off the RCA record label. Mono and stereo again, not for sale. Don't sell it. The name of the artist is Julie Budd. It's the same song on both sides. A song written by Carole King and Jerry Goffin, by the way. Oh, no, not my baby.
It's not ringing a bell with me, but if it was written by Carole King, she absolutely was a prolific song.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I remember when I was when we would have to record for a week for licensing fees, and you had to record, write down every song that you played, who the artist was, and that's how they determined how artists would get paid royalties.
Oh, yeah.
Way back, I always remember when I first started in radio, Carole King and Paul Anka were the 2 most prolific names when it came to songwriting. Since it's got Carole King's name on there, I'll say play it.
All right, we're going to do that. Okay, I know the artist. I definitely know the artist. This is off of the Columbia record label. On one side, it's Blues Part 2. On the other, it is You've Made Me So Very Happy, Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Absolutely. Iconic song. Saw them in concert 2 or 3 times. Once in Ohio at Worcester College, actually.
Okay.
And I remember the other time, I think, was at the Steel Pier in Atlantic City, which the Steel Pier no longer exists, but it was an entertainment pier that went a half mile out at sea. It had everything.
Wow.
Anybody who was in music, contemporary music, at some point played there. I'm thinking I saw them there.
And the lead singer was David Clayton Thomas, was it not?
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I've always remembered his name. So we've added that to the Make It pile.
Yeah.
I picked up another one there. This is off of ABC Records. The name of the group is Sweet Dreams. I Surrender on one side. And a song, I think ABBA did this. Honey, Honey.
Wasn't it the Archies or something that did Honey, Honey?
They did Sugar, Sugar.
That's close.
It's sweet.
It's pretty sweet. You're absolutely right. Okay. ABBA was they were a pretty credible group back in the 70s. Give it a shot. Play it. Why not?
All right. Sweet Dreams. Honey, Honey made the list. Courtesy of ABBA. All right, here we go. This is off of the Epic Records. Boy, a big-time record label back in the 70s. Another one of those demo ones that you saw, Billy, and the name of the group is Blaze. On both sides, one side's mono, one side's stereo, Like a Falling Star. Familiar with Blaze and Like a Falling Star?
I can't say that I am. You can break that one.
That was an easy one.
Use it as a frisbee.
Oh, boy. Oh. Here we go. This is off of Warner Brothers. Same song on both sides. The name of the song is Midnight. The name of the artist, you ready? Pat and Shirley Boone.
Boy, you light up my life.
Oh, yeah, but
Oh,
this is Pat and Shirley.
I think I would. I think I'd let that one slide.
Yeah, I'm so glad to hear you say that.
Oh,
I really am. I really am.
You know, you're talking about record labels. I just got to slip this in. I grew up in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and not very far from where I lived. s- some of the folks that may have worked in radio or have some old records, ATCO was a label back then. That was real close to where I grew up. That's where they got the name ATCO from, ATCO, New Jersey.
There's a chance as soon as I tell you the name of the label, you might even be able to name the group. The most prolific charting group of the 70s. The name of the record label is Dunhill. Want to take a guess on the group?
It's probably a soul group. Am I right on that or not?
Definitely pop. We're talking pop, 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 pop. 21 consecutive hits on the top 40.
On Dunhill.
Three Dog Night.
Three Dog Night. Wow.
And the name of the song is One. And I just saw that was a song written by Harry Nilsson.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's a keeper right there.
Here we go. Wooden Nickel. You ever heard of the Wooden Nickel label?
I don't think so.
Now I have heard of the group, but the song not so much. It's 2 + 2 on both sides. The name of the group, Jay, is the Jaggers.
The Jaggers. The Jaggers. Yeah. The Jaggers, they were out of Pittsburgh.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
Donnie Iris.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they didn't have a tremendous amount of hits, but everything they put out was pretty good.
Was it The Rapper?
The Rapper. Yes, The Rapper.
What about this song though? 2 + 2. I'm not familiar with that one. Are you?
No.
Break It?
Okay.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to twist your arm. You know, you're in charge
That's
here.
okay. If it was The Rapper, we would absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, boy. You know, it's interesting as I handle these, that Three Dog Night one by Dunhill is about, the weight of it is about twice as heavy as any of the other 45s on Hammond, which is just interesting. This is off of the Columbia record label. Oh, we've heard of this group. Make Me Smile on one side, Color My World on the other. Of course, that's Chicago.
Chicago. How do you turn down Chicago? You know, iconic group of the 70s.
Absolutely. And that Color My World, I can remember when I was in high school, was a slow dance song. Boy, you were looking to
don't tell me any stories there.
I won't, because my girlfriend's listening to this right now. She didn't want to hear any of those stories. Speaking of my girlfriend, Holly, who's a Ashland College graduate, class of 79, her favorite group is this one. On one side, it's Crystal Lullaby, A&M Records, by the way. On the other side, it is Goodbye to Love. It is the Carpenters, Jay.
You know, the Carpenters, they had a lot of hit records. I mean, there are people that hate them, people that love them. You can't take away their success, so you play that one.
Wow. Now this is one I'm very familiar with. This one, most people probably are not. It's off the Most MOST record label. The name of the artist is Tom Clay. It's called The Victors.
I don't think I am familiar with that. I'm not even familiar with that label, and I'm familiar with all the labels thus far. To say where that's out of?
It's 1971, produced by Tom Clay. No, it doesn't. This is a medley, actually. There's a reason I'm familiar with this. This is a medley of What the World Needs Now and Abraham, Martin, and John.
Oh, those were hit songs. Okay, no, I'm just going to make the call. Go ahead and play that because those were hit songs.
I don't play any music on these videos because I want to avoid any copyright strikes. Audiences, though, I'm going to put a link to this song in in the video description. It is a classic 1970s combination of spoken word and medley.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
a classic tune. All right.
Yeah.
I just really happen to like Abraham, Martin, and John. That's one of the reasons.
Well, you're liable to resurrect this song for them, and they're going to have a hit, 50 years later.
And they'll make 0.3 of a cent off of every stream I can get for them.
There you go.
Off of Columbia Records, Tom Johns, Jans, Why Don't You Love Me, is on both sides. Columbia Records, Tom Johns. James.
Don't know them.
Yeah, me either.
No, I have no idea.
Well, we got a kind of a 70s looking label here. Neighborhood record label. Definitely know the artist. Some say I Got Devil on one side and Brand New Key on the other. That's by Melanie.
Well, Melanie had a successful run. I'd say go ahead. What's the name of the tune?
Brand New Key. I got a brand new pair of roller skates.
Oh, it didn't register. Oh yeah, absolutely, it was a hit. And you know what? I hated that song. I hated that song, and I vividly remember my brother-in-law singing that song, and he couldn't sing. And I always associate my brother-in-law singing that stupid song. I got a brand new key.
I know. We'll include it.
Try ice skating. It's a lot. But up here in Maine, we ice skate. We don't roller skate.
I don't like bacon. I like bacon. The name of the artist is Michael Bacon. Easy Come, Easy Go.
Yeah, that was Bobby Sherman that did that hit.
Yeah, Bobby Sherman. But this is Michael Bacon. I wonder if he's Kevin Bacon's brother. I'm not familiar with Michael Bacon.
I'm not either. I don't know what to tell you to do. I'd rather see Bobby Sherman's.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you can toss.
All right. We like bacon, but not enough to include it in our Make It Pop. Oh wait, I know the artist. Oh no, it's not. Again, one of those classic 70s songs. As soon as I tell you the artist, you'll probably guess. It's off the Private Stock Records. The name of the artist is Terry Jacks. But it's Christina and the Feeling That We've Lost. He had, of course, Seasons in the Sun. That was his hit.
Yeah. Go ahead with that one. Let's give it a chance.
All right. Terry Jacks, you made the cut. Susan Jacks and the Poppy family, they had a hit too. That was part of the group, wasn't it? They were family, husband and wife or something. Here we go. Boy, this is a crooner. We're getting into the crooner age here. Off the RCA Victor record label. Long life, lots of happiness on one side. It's impossible. Perry Como.
Oh, absolutely. It's crazy, somebody my age, but I love Perry Como. In fact, I think he recorded the most beautiful Ave Maria recording of anybody. And I had a grandmother that loved Perry Como. And I remember she had on a sweater. It was like a button-down sweater. And I said something about the sweater, and she says, Perry Como wears a sweater like this? In her little Greek accent, I'll wear one like this. So now Perry Como, he was a class act in that genre of music.
Hey, as a reminder, you're listening to J. Papus. I'm Phil Yale. I got so carried away and excited about what we're doing, I forgot to sneak a couple of things in here. This mystery pack I purchased from a buddy of mine at Viking Records. Vic and Wendy Ing own that. I'm going to put the information right down there, the link to them. And if you like any of the songs that we put in the Break It pile, or you don't like some of the songs we put in the Make It pile, comment. Also, consider liking this episode, subscribe to the channel. Let's get back to our mystery stack. I think we got about 5 or 6 left. This is off of Columbia Records. It is Who Will I Be Loving Now? And Crying Steel Guitar, Faith O'Hara.
Vaguely comes to mind Faith O'Hara. Other than that, I think you could let that one slide.
Yeah, it's just like selecting the songs to go in rotation. You can't put them all in. You can't. Okay, now I'm not familiar with the label, the Rocket Record Company. I'm not familiar with the group called Blue. I'm not familiar with the song called Capture Your Heart. I am familiar with the producer though, Elton John. Are you familiar?
Oh, geez. Okay. I mean, you can't deny Elton John. You got to respect Elton John. What a career. Even if you're not into his music, you've got to give him a lot of credit. Quite the showman, and to be that prolific for 50 plus years.
He made it into the Make It pile. Here's one I know is going to be in the Make It pile. It's off Asylum Records. On one side, it's Visions. On the other side, it is the Eagles, One of These Nights.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best tunes out of that whole stack right there. Eagles are an absolutely incredible group.
Jenny, when he was an instructor, had a whole generation of broadcasters. One of them is a guy by the name of Trip Rogers, and Trip joins me on a series called Trippin' Up, where I tried to challenge him with some 60s and 70s music trivia. I'm going to put a link to one of our videos at the end of this video. This is off of Polydor. Oh, I know the group, but I don't know the song. The name of the group is The Bells. They made that song called Stay a While. I don't know if you remember. I love that song called Stay a While. This is Lord, Don't You Think It's Time? It's on the same on both sides. The Bells.
The Bells. Yeah, I would say go ahead with that one. Yeah, I agree. I do remember them.
That song, it's one of those tear-jerky songs, those lovey-dovey ones. But, and when I was growing up, I was pretty poppy. Okay. This is a great artist, was with the band Bread. We all remember Bread.
That was one of the first groups I played on the radio at the first radio station I worked at. I always associate Bread and WOND radio in Atlantic City.
Great group. Absolutely a great group. David Gates had a solo career. This is off of, I can't even read it. Oh, Electra labels. Sunday Rider on one side and, oh yeah, Goodbye Girl on the other.
There was a movie, I think, right? Good with Diane Keaton.
A little trivia on this one. I know just a little bit about it. It's weird. The song and the movie, the same title, but the song didn't appear until the credits.
Interesting. Yeah, absolutely. You got to play that one.
One of those little, Trip reminds me, he says, Trip goes, I have all this trivia in my head that I can't remember why I walked into the kitchen. It's weird how this happened. Remember, what did you say when I held up the Pat Boone and Shirley Boone?
You light up my life. That was his daughter. And
You light up my life is the 45. But this is not by, this isn't by Debbie Boone. It says the original Cats.
You know what I'd say? It can't even get any better by anybody else. You could break that one.
Thank you. When that You Light Up My Life came out, I think it was on heavy rotation, as they would say, 24 times a day.
That song is ranked as one of the worst songs of all time. There's people that love that song.
As far as I'm concerned, it's ranked. That's not fair. That's not fair. Oh, gosh. What the heck? I can't make this up, Jake. This is off the Warner Brothers record label. The name of the song is called Hasta Manana. Hasta Manana on one side and Hasta Manana on the other. It is by the group the Boone. I think that's the family group, isn't it? Are there any other Boones out there?
I have no idea. I really don't know. I don't know what to tell you to do with that one.
At the risk of having a boondoggle, it's going in the break.
Okay.
Sorry about that, folks. Strange sense of humor. We're down to two. Both of these are in sleeves, by the way. Off the Casablanca record and Filmworks label.
Yeah.
It's got a handwritten note, 22180, Dennis Gallagher. So, hey, Dennis, if you're looking for your 45, I've got it. It says chart number 2, Teri DeSario with KC. Must be KC in the Sunshine Band.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, go with it. If it's KC, it's fun music. You don't get too serious with that kind of music. It's just fun, and you have a margarita or 2 or 3 or whatever tickles your fancy there, and you play the music, and it's just fun stuff. That's all.
Drum roll, because we're down to our last one and our solution.
Last one. Did you pay 69 cents for that pack? Is that what you said?
$4.99. One of my favorite artists, a Canadian vocalist from the 70s.
I think I know.
Off of the Capitol Records. Who do you think it is?
Gordon Lightfoot.
That would be the male version. This is the female version.
Oh, female. Okay. Yeah. Female, it could be Anne Murray.
Oh, it could be Anne Murray.
Anne Murray.
You Won't See Me was the hit. He Thinks I Still Care. I'm a big Anne Murray fan.
I worked with a guy who was our news director at a radio station in Atlantic City, WFPG. And in fact, our studios were on what I had mentioned before, the Steel Pier, Entertainment Pier. Our studios were located right on the Steel Pier, right on the boardwalk. And our news guy told me the story one time where Anne Murray, I don't remember all the details, but Anne Murray actually gave him a ride somewhere. Crazy stuff.
Today I'm going to cue you up after I go through the ones that are naked. It's going to be time for the mystery package. So, everyone listening, as I go through this, if there's some ad that we made, some nakeds, and you don't like it, let us know. Break it. Let us know in the comments. Please like the episode, subscribe to the channel, and here's what we've added. Those are the ones that made it. These are the ones that we break it. Jay, mystery pick. You got permission to talk about any track or two you would like to talk about.
When I was in college, back then, disc jockeys normally had like a theme song that you would use to intro into your show. This was in college, WRDL. And my song was a song called 2075. And it was by an artist called Willie Mitchell. It was recorded in 1974 on the Hi, H-I label. So if you look into that one, you'll find it. It's a good, it was a good intro song back in the late 60s, early 70s that I used it. So that's one. And that High Records was out of Memphis, Tennessee. And Willie Mitchell, he had some good songs if you Google him.
Hold on, Jay. I'll put the link in it for the audience because I can't.
Okay.
I got to listen to this real quick if you don't mind.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Don't play it too long, so you don't have to pay.
Oh, that's perfect. I could just. Yeah, the intro is there. Again, I'll put the link in the video description. There's one. What else you got?
Okay. In 1968, there was a group that really influenced kind of the psychedelic, underground, heavy metal genre of music. And they were a group called Iron Butterfly.
Oh, yeah.
They had a hit record that lasted, well, there were a couple versions. There was a short version, then there was a long version that lasted, I don't know, somewhere around 16 minutes. And the song was called In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida.
Yeah.
Later known as a great bathroom song. If you were in radio and had to go to the bathroom, if you were able to put In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida on, it allowed you enough time to go to the bathroom and have a little time to spare. But anyway, that song sticks in my mind because we played it so much. But it was the first song I had ever heard with a set of headphones on.
Oh, wow.
I had never listened to a song with headphones on. I can remember sitting there with those headphones on, and that song there was all kinds of stuff going on in that song. And to listen to it with headphones was almost like a spiritual experience. So I would say those two songs are kind of special in my mind when it comes to music in my career.
All right. Well, our music meeting's officially over. 25 records from our mystery stack. I think we found some absolute gold, a whole bunch of. Yeah, here's the stack, by the way, to make it. We got a whole stack for $4.99. As a reminder to our viewers, please comment and like the episode, and please consider subscribing to the channel. Jay, do you have any closing comments?
I would just say it's been a delight to sit down and talk with you. It's been fun. I've enjoyed this. It just shows me how long it's been since I really worked in the broadcast business. I'm 75 years old. A lot of history, I guess, behind me. The whole broadcast field has changed immensely through the years. Not particularly for the better, but the one constant is music. People have learned a different way to listen to music. What you're doing is part of that change. And it's brought back a lot of memories for me sitting here with you. And I hope everybody's enjoyed some of our banter back and forth.
I hope so as well. I'm confident they did. And as I mentioned before, I was in the radio TV program at Ashland College, now called Ashland University. That was back in the late 70s. Jay was one of the dedicated instructors and mentors in that program. And last year, Jay was the inaugural winner of the Richard D. Leidy Award, handed out by the Ashland University Alumni Association. And about 50 of Jay's students and proteges returned back to campus to honor Jay. And it's an honor to have Jay, you join us. And my mission kind of with this series, with the whole channel on YouTube is it's to pay tribute to what I call the golden age of music. It's a soundtrack of our lives. It's more than just spinning records. It's spinning stories and memories. And I want to thank every one of you who tuned into this for being part of the journey. If you enjoyed the show, please share it with others. And I'm Phil Yale. Keep the coffee hot. Keep the record spinning. Let's keep the conversations flowing.
Phil, just one more thing. Stay thirsty, my friend.
Thank you, Jay.